Well, thanks for your interest in the Nuclear Security Summit. We're here because 50 nations and more from around the world have come together to say it's important to prevent any theft of uranium or plutonium by terrorists. That's important for the security of the world and of every other country. And that's what all these countries here share. And not only the countries that have been invited and that are present, but also friends like Russia, which decided not to attend this year, but is still an important country that possesses nuclear material, that takes the protection of nuclear material very seriously, and a country we cooperate with in this area. After this summit, there will be an opportunity for more countries around the world to participate in these same kinds of measures, in the same kind of steps that will improve their security against the risk of nuclear terrorism. Well, of course, ISIS threat has many features. It is primarily a military threat to the people and the government and the army of Iraq. But it is also a terrorist threat. It is a human rights threat. It is a threat to 20th and 21st century civilization. And it has also shown that it is willing to use weapons of mass destruction, including chemical weapons. That's not the major reason that they are dangerous, but it is important. And it's important that we prevent ISIS, al-Daesh, from acquiring the kinds of chemicals that they could use for those weapons. And it's even more important to keep them from acquiring nuclear materials that they could use in a terrorist device. And I think that we continue to be successful in those efforts. Well, this is a broader question. I'm happy with anybody who fights ISIS.
Hi, my name is Joshua Baker. I'm an official foreign language spokesperson for the United States Department of State. Today we're going to talk about the importance of preventing terrorists from getting their hands on nuclear material. We also will talk a little bit about the importance of non-proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. However, I think it's important to make the distinction that the emphasis of this particular summit is actually on the safety and security of nuclear materials. Because we're talking about collective security, we're talking about the overall security of the world. That is why more than 50 countries and their leaders are participating in this summit with President Obama. This represents the fourth summit in a series of summits that began with President Obama's speech in Prague in 2009. We then had the 2010 summit in Washington, D.C., the 2012 summit in South Korea in Seoul, the 2014 summit in The Hague, the Netherlands. And we hope that the next administration as well will also focus on the importance of nuclear security and specifically the importance of nuclear materials. Both Russia and Iran are important elements. They're important in the nuclear security in general. However, again, I would emphasize that Russia participated in the first three summits, again, 2010 in Washington, 2012 in Seoul, South Korea, 2014 in The Hague, the Netherlands. I can't speak for the Russian government. However, they did play a very active role in the first three summits. It's regrettable that they're not participating in this fourth summit. However, the United States continues to partner and continues to cooperate with Russia, specifically in non-proliferation goals, and we will continue to work with them even outside this summit. We wish that they were here. We hope that they'll participate in the next one. As far as Iran is concerned, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action is the current and was the most comprehensive agreement that we have with Iran, and that of course will continue to govern our relationship with them in the nuclear, as far as nuclear. We understand that they absolutely want to get their hands on nuclear material, and I think that is the important difference between this summit and other summits. It's actually the material that exists in universities, in institutions, in scientific establishments, in hospitals. A small amount of that nuclear material, if it were used in a dirty bomb or was used in some type of an attack like happened in Brussels or Paris, it would have cataclysmic and catastrophic consequences, and that is why President Obama is focusing on that, and there will be a special session on Daesh and ISIS during this summit. Thank you for your participation today, thank you for your coverage today, and thank you for also putting the importance on this collective security effort to secure nuclear materials.
My name is Ambassador Bonnie Jenkins. I work at the U.S. Department of State in the International Security Non-Proliferation Bureau, and I'm the coordinator for threat reduction programs as well as the U.S. member of the Nuclear Security Summit Sherpa team. Part of this important effort that we're doing right now, part of the Nuclear Security Summit, is focusing on the importance of securing nuclear material from non-state actors with intent to do harm, which is really the basis of why we're doing this in the first place. Knowing the importance of nuclear terrorism and the reason why it's such an important issue, which is why we have these summits. Part of the discussion tomorrow amongst the head of delegations, led by President Obama, will be a focus on ISIS and some of the concerns about counterterrorism. And it'll be an important time for the head of delegations from so many countries and relevant international organizations to have such a discussion on ISIS and counterterrorism.